come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th down, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings! That's certainly not against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Lawrence. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then it's a pretty good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even got... And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football as he gets this out past the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did down over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Cousins gives way to Cook. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
11 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
23 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, a 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now,
well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you clawed for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. throw caught there by Osborne. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Final play of the half, Cousins. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on it. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence. And he's got it. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory. Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them. And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Play action now. Cousins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some... And now here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Lawrence It's picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at the 45-yard line. Well, the field goal is probably not going to count at this point. This was touchdown at best, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be lost. Yeah, they feel like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out. They're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off in.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson. He scored on the ground and threw it in. And the Vikings take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Cousins will try and throw. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and think.
He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now we'll get whistles, and they signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Ready?
A final shot now for Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, coaching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.